In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best value cards right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. What I do mean by values for how much MT a card goes for and how well they do play in game. So for example, we got this Dark Matter Shawn Kemp. This card's only about 40,000 MT, maybe even a little bit cheaper, and he's going to be an elite level small forward compared to a Kevin Durant type of card. Not to say that Kevin Durant's a bad small forward, but that card goes for what, 300k, 400k for his hero version, but I would say Shawn Kemp is better, and he's only about 40,000 MT. So that's what I consider to be extremely good value on a card, is for how much MT they cost and how well they do play in games. So in my opinion, these are going to be the top 10 best value cards in the game, not ranked in order, but the first card here is going to be Dark Matter Shawn Kemp. Once again, only about 30 to 40,000 MT, gonna be a 6'10" small forward with a 7'1" wingspan, so definitely has that size to play the small forward position. And if we're talking about offense, he's one of the better offensive small forwards in the game, especially at going to the rim. He's got a 99 driving dunk, 99 standing dunk, 98 vertical, 94 strength. He's also got a great updated jump shot with the Cole Anthony base, the Cedi Osman upper on very quick timing. Is actually a super fast jump shot that sometimes feels actually a little bit too quick, so you just got to get used to the release, and once you do, it's a super knockdown jump shot. And then he's also got the MJ dribble style, Devin Booker size up, Kobe escape. Like, he could definitely have some better sigs. That's the one thing I will say about Shawn Kemp, is he could use some better dribble sigs and maybe a tad bit more defense, but I think for his price tag, gonna be one of the better value cards in the game. Next value card here though is gonna be Dark Matter Vince Carter. He's now down to like 65-70k, and he's an amazing 6'6" shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan. I mean, for that price tag, he is definitely worth every penny of 65 to 70k. He's got a 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical. I mean, he's such a good offensive shooting guard with the Kyle Kuzma base, the Vince Carter upper on very quick timing. He's also got really good dribble sigs with the Steve Francis size up, the John Wall escape, Dame behind the back, and we know his dunk packages are going to be some of the best in the game. Like, this Vince Carter card feels unstoppable at going to the basket. And then number 3 is going to be very similar to Vince Carter, and the fact that Ron Artest has dropped a ton in the past week or so. I think the past week, maybe week and a half, he's now down to like 85k, and you get debatably a top 5 point guard in the game for that price tag. Is extremely good value. A 6'7" point guard, 6'10" wingspan. You got a card that's one of the best defensive point guards in the game with a 98 block, 99 steal, 99 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's got tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges. His jump shot's actually super knockdown with the Marco Fultz base, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, and then he's also got the D mid size up, the Trey escape, Dame behind the back. He's got the Trey fade. I mean, this card, he can score the ball, he can defend at a super high level, he can play make, he can create shots. I mean, this card pretty much does everything on the court at a super high level for, once again, only about 80 to 85k. And then once again, another card around that price tag is going to be Dark Matter Jonathan Isaac. I believe he's now down to 60-70k. A very similar price tag to Vince Carter, and he's going to be one of the best defending cards in the game. 6'11" at small forward, 7'2" wingspan, basically perfect defensive stats with a 98 block, 97 steal, 97 perimeter, 97 interior defense. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. He's got maxed out defensive tendencies pretty much, 97 block shot, 97 contest shot, and a 97 on-ball steal. He's just like a small forward version of Ron Artest. He doesn't have as good of a jump shot as Ron Artest, but he can still knock down threes fairly consistently. And then he also does have, you know, way better dribble sigs than his previous Galaxy Football version. He's now got the Trae Young size up, he's got the John Wall escape, so he can move really well, you know, for your small forward. And if you're just looking for a defensive card, I think Jonathan Isaac going to be one of the best on-ball defenders in the game for, once again, only about 60 to 70,000 MT. And then talking about a little bit more expensive of a value card, but I think Luka Doncic has extremely good value, a card that's, you know, maybe even a little bit better than Ron Artest. He might go for like 150k. I think he's somewhere in that price range. He's come down a lot though in price. Like, he used to go for 300-400k. Now I think you could probably find him for under 150,000 MT, and he probably is the best offensive point guard in the game. Being 6'7", has this elite level jump shot, the KPJ base, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, is one of my favorite jump shots in the game. And then he also does have the Trey sigs. He's got the Trey size up, the Trey escape, some of the best dribble sigs in the game. He's got the Trey fade, which could be super effective on next gen. Like, if you really know how to dribble and you can really be a good 3 hunter, Luka Doncic probably is the point guard for you. Some people honestly think Luka's the best point guard in the game, so you get a guy that can be considered a top 3, top 5 level point guard for only about 150k. I think is extremely good value. Now to talk about some more budget value cards in the game, I think Hero Scalabrine got to be the first name I can think of. Only about 25k, maybe 30,000 at the most, and he's going to be on that Sean Kemp level. I think he's probably actually a little bit better than Sean Kemp. 6'9" at the 3, and Brian Scalabrine, like I've always said, is pretty much a perfect small forward. He's super athletic, high 3-ball rating, like his stats and his badges are damn near perfect. His animations, like his jump shot, is super knockdown with the Montrezl Harrell base, the Trae Young upper on very quick timing is the Jonathan Bender jump shot, except it's going to be on very quick on Brian Scalabrine. He's also got great dribble sigs with the Steve Francis size up, the Trae escape, Dame behind the back. He's got the 2 best dunk packages in the game, the quick drops off 1 and the front clutches, and then he's also got just as good as defensive tendencies as a card like Jonathan Isaac with a 98 on ball steal, 98 contest shot, and a 98 block shot. And once again, you can get this card for only about 25 to 30,000 MT. And then talking about some more really just good budget value cards is going to be this Galaxy Opal AK-47. The fact that he's now down to about 15k, maybe even a little bit lower, like I've seen this card end for around 10,000 MT, which is crazy cheap for AK-47, who is still definitely somewhere in that top 10 range when we're talking about small forwards. He's a really good defender, 7-foot wingspan, 97 block, 97 steal, 98 perimeter, 94 interior defense. He's still got a very capable jump shot, can green really consistently. He's got the Trae sig, so very similar card, to Luka Doncic on the offensive end, which is crazy to say because Luka's one of the best offensive cards in my team, and AK is going to be one of the best defenders, but has the same fade, the same dribble sigs as a card like Luka. And then looking at the last kind of budget value card here is going to be the Galaxy Opal Joakim Noah, a card that's 6'11", can play power forward and center, 7'1" wingspan. And if you guys are looking for a super cheap, power forward or center option, I think Joakim Noah is going to be the card to go to. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game besides ankle braces. He's got perfect defensive stats. His tendencies are basically maxed out for defense. He's actually got a great jump shot with the Christian Wood base, the Scottie Pippen upper on very quick timing. And then he's also got very solid dribble sigs. So if you're looking for a cheap option under 5,000 MT, Joakim Noah is going to have extremely good value at the power forward position. And then for the last 2 cards are going to be both expensive value cards, but guys that I think are really good for their price, even though they're a little bit more on the expensive side. First guy here is going to be Pink Diamond Taco Fall, a card that's around 150 to 200,000 MT, but he's still going to be one of the best power forwards in the game. 7'6" at power forward, 8'2" wingspan, one of the best player models in the game. You need Taco Fall on your court to compete against the Shaqs, to compete against the other Tacos, the Manute Bulls, the Yao Mings, the Rick Smiths, all of these tall cards in the game. You're gonna need Taco Fall to match up against those cards, and he's the most affordable, giant card in the game. So that's why he brings great value to your squad, because he's the only affordable giant. Then you gotta go either get lucky and get Rick Smiths. You gotta pay like almost a million MT for Yao Ming, right? There's just so many more expensive cards in the game than Taco Fall, but he can do what those guys can do for a lot cheaper of a price. And then to round out, in my opinion, the top 10 best value cards in the game, once again, is going to be another expensive value card, but that's going to be Dark Matter T-Mac, a card that I've seen end between 200 and 250k. Like 200,000 MT for still debatably a top 3 shooting guard in the game, and a guy that's one of the best offensive cards in my team, a guy that if you badge out, you can use pretty much the rest of the year. Like that is such good value for Tracy McGrady. I can't believe he's this cheap now, under 250k. Like yesterday, I literally saw him end for 205,000 MT. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about my top 10 best value cards in my team? Hopefully this video to help you guys out though, and let me know in the comment section down below maybe some other really good value cards in the game. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.